So welcome back to part 4 of the Creativity series and today 10. Now, of course, today is the final day of part 4, but it's also the final day of the Creativity series. My hope is that you'll continue to carry forward many of these ideas, these practices into the future. And of course, all of them act as a foundation for future practices as well, future techniques. The elements and the aspects that you're learning within the Creativity series, all of those are key aspects of every exercise which follows on. So as we move from here into the next series, you'll be asked to sort of recall some of these elements. But don't worry about trying to remember too much. I'll always kind of remind you of what you need to know. I think just as a final idea before you begin today's meditation is don't worry too much if, as you're sitting there with that sense of a sort of quiet confidence, if a few little sort of thoughts of doubt appear in the mind that aren't so confident. That's completely normal, and it's really it's very easy, it's very tempting to kind of think that those thoughts have some special kind of place and to give them a sense of importance. But remember, thoughts are just thoughts. It doesn't matter whether they're thoughts about breakfast or the train station or the countryside, or whether they're thoughts about meditation. They're still just thoughts. So I'd encourage you to treat them in the same way. When you realize that the mind's wandered off and got caught up in thinking, in that moment that you realize you are back in the present moment, there's nothing to do, it's effortless. All you do is bring your attention back to the visualization and back to that quality of feeling, back to that sense of quiet confidence. There's nothing more than that. It really is that straightforward. So just take a moment to get comfortable. Remember, eyes open as you take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And with the next out breath, just gently closing the eyes. And in closing the eyes, becoming more aware of the other physical senses. And slowly starting to become more aware of the physical sensations in the body. Noticing whether there's a sense of quiet confidence in simply acknowledging them, recognizing them, experiencing them, without identifying and getting too caught up in those feelings. Simply scanning down from head to toe, noticing the sensations and noticing the underlying mood or emotional tone of mind at the same time. As always, before turning your attention to the breath, just be sure you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing right now. If there are any ideas of trying to stop thought, get rid of any particular feelings, just remind yourself of the underlying aims of meditation, to understand the mind exactly as it is, not to change it in any way, but in watching it, in understanding it, we allow something to happen. We allow a natural change to take place. And when that happens, we benefit from it, but also the people around us benefit from it as well. So just remembering, ensuring that's part of your motivation for today. And with that effortless quality of mind, now just bringing the attention back to the body. Back to that movement of breath in the body, a rising and falling sensation. And just resting the mind in that place for the next couple of minutes. So just continuing to follow the breath in that way, but at the same time becoming aware of that pinprick of light, the spark of light in the middle of the chest, middle of the body. It appears effortlessly because it's innate, because it's just already there. It doesn't require any effort. And you just watch as it expands in every direction, bringing those qualities of brightness, of clarity, of stillness and warmth. And at the heart of those qualities is that sense of creativity and spontaneity. And you just allow that process to unfold now in your own time, speed that's comfortable for you. All the while sitting with that sense of quiet confidence, of allowing change to take place, allowing creativity to come to the surface of the mind. And with a sense that feeling's gone far beyond the body now, just letting the mind be completely free. And then just bringing the attention back to the body, back into those physical senses. As you become more aware of the space around you, as you open the eyes, taking a moment just to be clear about how you're feeling. Again, not in a judgmental way, just acknowledging the quality of that feeling, physically, emotionally, whatever it might be. Clear now about how you can apply this creative element to every aspect of your life. And clear about your willingness and intention to do that immediately following this exercise. But for now, you can sit back in the chair and give yourself a big pat on the back and congratulations for finishing not only part 4, but also the entire Creativity series. I hope it's been a very useful, a very enjoyable process for you. Hopefully it's also shed a little bit of light on those areas of the mind which perhaps weren't so clear before. Hopefully it's given you a greater sense of confidence in knowing that creativity that we often seek in life is actually always there. It is an innate quality, just like that blue sky analogy. So no matter whether you're applying it in a formal context, within a sort of a meditative context, or whether you're applying it in a mindful context to your work, your hobbies, your relationships, whatever it might be, knowing that there is the potential for movement, for change, for flow in the mind, knowing that actually there's an endless potential, an endless resource for ideas, for solutions, for overcoming the challenges and difficulties that we can often face in life. My hope is that the Creativity series has brought elements and aspects of all of those things for you. But as I say, most importantly, it will have laid the foundations for all of the techniques and exercises that we'll continue to do on the Headspace journey. And I very much look forward to seeing you